ir a la cima depende de lo que arrastre. Fácil ser un sabio sin saber en lo que erraste. Ya que usted es perfecto y señala mi vida mala. Tropiece en la montaña y mire pa' donde resbala. La ley de gravedad será que nada nos separa. Mientras estabas arriba, abajo todo te esperaba. Voy a escalar descalzo y de fracaso crece nada. Si diste un paso en falso ya no vamos a ver la cara. Ya no vamos a ver la cara. Ya no vamos a ver la cara.
Looting underway nearby. Police seem to have had enough.
The nation erupted into scenes of chaos, violence, and widespread destruction into the early morning hours. Dozens of American cities up in flames after some protests turned into riots, often followed by looting as the nation simmering with unrest.
What you got here? We want new solution. We want peace on earth. We want new direction. We want peace on earth. We want new solution. We want peace on earth. We want new direction. We want peace on earth.
And I want to talk because we're trying to build a meditation hall here at the park, Hudson Valley Park. And people wonder, well, what's this strange building and why is it like that? Or why is it so important? Why do we call it a sacred building? And can you shed any light on that?
So for me, the physical shape of the building is really important because when you enter it, it's almost an empty room. You know, there's no pictures of leaders. There's no, writing telling you what to do on the walls. There's no, kind of chanting or suggestive things happening. When you go in there and you take a seat in the meditation hall, you're left with a big void, and that void, gives you the opportunity to look inside yourself, to discover your internal world, which today we very rarely have the opportunity to do in front of screens, in front of, all the problems going around us.
How do you see this theme related today to what's going on with the COVID pandemic that's happening to the world? How do you see the relevance of this theme today?
Oh, I'd love to answer that.
Okay, go ahead, Janet.
I just think this pandemic, as horrific as it's been for a lot of people, has brought us some gifts. And one of them is we've had to stop doing so many things. And the specter of death is now on one shoulder. A lot of people have died from COVID already. And so I feel that in this moment, you have an opportunity, if you haven't reconciled with loved ones, whether they're sick or not, it doesn't matter. If you still need to reconcile with people you love or friends, do it now, don't wait. I feel that this pandemic is just urging you to not wait any longer to reconcile your life or help others reconcile theirs. It's so important. And for us, it's been life-changing. I won't get into it, but in our relationships at home, we sat down, we said, look, this could be it. This COVID thing could be it for us. And so looking at our own mortality, we said, how can we work as a team now? What do we need to let go of? How can we live better? And so I think it's giving us a tremendous opportunity because death is co-present now. It's no longer something that you can put in the closet and say, well, it could happen at any time. So
was to thank AIA because I think it was an incredible opportunity to let people know about what we do as far as the grading, as far as the architecture. And also I would say the game, playing cities, playing the people choice, was a wonderful experience.
Welcome, everybody. We have friends here from all over the world, and today is a day of celebration. Scott Dutton, the architect of record, is signed in. I'm not sure if he's still here.
I'll be brief, but I remember vividly the first day that I met Dennis and Herman in my office, and they brought me an incredibly complex problem to solve, which in this country is one of approvals, entitlements, planning, and zoning to have the right to build something like this. And they asked me one simple question: can you help? And I gave them one simple answer, which was yes. And that was 4 years ago. So thank you.
Is the message of this moment for transformation. And so I'm carrying this with me in a moment when in my country we are having our elections.
From sea to shining sea, America today is a boarded up nation. Stores fearing civil unrest are doing what they can to protect their businesses.
Three of early voting in New York State saw a steady stream of voters across the city.
But it was nothing like over the weekend when people waited for hours in long lines to cast their ballots.
We want people to know about our project, and what better way than to give it in a 90-second video. That's a very beautiful way of doing it. And so this opportunity gave us that chance.
We are living in a profound crisis, and there's an opportunity for real change. We wanted to create a space that inspiring and could provide the best conditions for reflection, for feeling our common humanity, a new spirituality. So we got to work as community organizers, architects, and volunteers to build a domed meditation pavilion for the change we envision.
The building is a perfect dome. There are 4 entrances representing all directions, inviting people of all backgrounds to converge in the center. Its circular shape helps relieve any tension. The space is empty without distractions. It allows one to be transported to an internal feeling of oneself and feeling part of humanity. As an architect, I feel this pavilion can help us in our search for some sort of understanding of ourselves and meaning to our life.
I had these incredible experiences of human love. My partner explained to me what you're feeling is the charged energy of these beautiful communities connected to these parks. And so being in the parks and in the salas truly gave me my future back.
Change yourself and change the world, and change yourself and change the world, and change yourself. The light of meaning heals the heart, heals the heart, heals the heart.
Hermano mío,
heals the heart, heals the heart.
Cumple con mandatos simples, como son simples estas piedras y esta nieve y este sol que nos bendice.